story on how we ended up where we are right now. And we'll go over some reasons why you may want to be involved with the home-based business. If we are a home-based business, so if you can't see yourself, working a home-based business, then this may not be for you. But I'm going to make a very good argument for why a home-based business is the right move. We'll go over some reasons why you might want to be involved with us with the supplement grid. We'll go over the pay plan. We will talk, about some ways that we're different from other companies, some things that we did to try to battle some of the negatives that we have in this industry. We'll go over the sign-up process. We'll do a quick Q&A, and then we'll close out. So, with that said, I've been involved in this industry since I was 18 years old. I'm 50, so my whole adult life, I've been involved with network marketing or on direct sales, whatever you want to call it. And I fell in love with it. I'm a math person, so when I saw how it all worked, doing the numbers in my head, I said, wow, I'll be wealthy from what I'm looking at. And what I didn't know is how hard it was to actually work a business in this industry. So I'm learning. I'm young. I'm talking to people. Everybody says sponsor up, so I'm talking to doctors and lawyers, and they're looking at me like, kid, come back in 10 years. So it was tough for me as a young man working this industry. I also was involved with typical business from a very early age. When I was in my teens, I started a regular business. So I'm building regular businesses. I'm doing network marketing, and I'm watching both of these businesses grow side by side, which gave me a good comparison on one versus the other, and I'll cover some of that. So I'm going on through my life. We're working regular business. We're doing network marketing. Every company that I found myself involved in were nutritional companies or supplement companies. I was trying to take care of myself. Supplements are, the bottle runs out. So what does that mean? That means people are rebuying, and we would make money again. So I just fell in love with not only the industry, but also with the nutritional side and the supplement side. So I'm going from company to company, and every time I would build up a team, something would happen within the company. Something would happen within the company, and my team would fall apart. I'd watch a leg just disintegrate or a level just go away. Wake up one morning and they change the compensation plan, and instead of making X, now I make Y. Right. So those of you that have been around for a while, you may have experienced very similar stories. So going through this process, I decide I'm kind of burnt out on the industry. I'm going to step away for a while, but I still love supplements. So I decided in 2010 that I'm going to start a supplement company. So we went to manufacture with one product. It was a formula that I had written, and we had a buddy of ours who built us a website. I couldn't afford to pay him, so we did it on a handshake. I'll pay you later. So he went on my energy and my vision, built us a website. We're working out of our house, and one bedroom turned into two, turned into the whole house, turned into the garage. All of a sudden, we've outgrown our house. We moved into warehouses, and we're doing all the typical Cinderella story, whatever you want to call it, or American Dream story. And we found a niche with other individuals, most of them being fitness personalities who wanted to have their own brands, their own supplements. So what we did is we took what we had learned and we started duplicating that with these fitness personalities. And all of a sudden, that was our business model. We were helping people build their own brands. We were the behind-the-scenes force for many brands that still exist to this day. We worked with professional athletes, NFL players, doctors, chiropractors, your typical fitness personalities on Instagram, Facebook, what have you, and that's how we built our business. So when COVID came back around, or came around, not came back around, it keeps coming back, but when COVID showed up, I watched so many people leave the workforce. I watch so many people all of a sudden now they're working from home, or they don't have a job, or they're trying to figure out what am I going to do next. And I started thinking about, years, decades before, I kept saying the day of the home-based business is coming. And I look at these people and I'm like, what are they going to do? And all of a sudden, home-based business is in everybody's face. So I look at the setup that we have, the logistics, the products, and I'm like, we have everything it takes for a network marketing or direct sales company. We've got all the components that we need for somebody to order a product, get a product to a consumer, and all we needed was to figure out how could we pay our distributors, or how could we pay the team to drive customers in and purchase products. That's where our pay plan came from. That's where the setup came from. I tried to take a lot of the information that I had, the things I learned what not to do in my prior years, and try to figure out a way to make ours a little bit easier, kind of battle some of the negatives. And that's how we got started. We started in November of last year, so we're just barely over a year old. And the reason why I tell that story is just so everybody knows that even though we are a young company as far as this industry goes, we're not a young company. We've been around for a while. We've got a backbone. Now we're rebranding ourselves into this industry. So why would you want to be in a home-based business? What about a home-based business would intrigue you? So here's the thing. If you just randomly picked somebody out of a crowd and you said, do you have an emergency fund if something happens, if your car breaks down, if your roof needs replacing, if you get sick and have to take 2 weeks off from work, you'll find that most people, especially now because of how the economy's doing, are one emergency away from being in serious trouble financially. And if you say, well, what would change that situation? You'll find that most people will say anywhere from $300, $400, $500, $600 a month would change their financial situation. So that's where a home-based business, really comes in. The thing about a home-based business versus a traditional business, now I've done them both. If I decided, okay, I'm going to, let's say I'm a plumber, I'm just using that hypothetically. I'm a plumber, I decide I want to start my own plumbing business. I have the know-how. I know how to do it. But I'm comfortable where I am. I'm making just enough money to support my family. I'm in a good spot, but I want to go out and start my own business. Well, number one, I'm fearful. I don't have the capital to go and buy the equipment and the tools that I need. If I did have the capital, I don't have enough to keep it funded until I find enough work to replace my income. So what do? I just keep doing what I'm doing, and I never start my business. So the thing about a home-based business is it allows me to continue my plumbing business, but integrate it into my lifestyle and learn how to talk about my products, learn how to talk about my business, and I don't have to stop what I'm doing. I can just, and if a week goes by or a day goes by and I'm so busy that I can't talk about my home-based business, I don't go out of business. So that's another good thing about being able to do this. Another one is the tax benefits. The moment you start a home-based business, you have tons of tax benefits that are there that you can take advantage of. I'm not an accountant, and I tell everybody, get with your accountant to figure out what you can and can't write off. But think about it. You're on some sort of device right now, computer, phone. You're hooked to an internet, right? Or you're paying a cell phone bill. The minute you start a home-based business, those tools that you need to do this all of a sudden become a tax deduction. If you sit down and you eat lunch with someone and you mention the business, or you're showing them how this business works, that's a deductible meal. Okay, so there are some things there that you had that you wouldn't have without it. And another thing about especially the supplement grid is it's a residual-based business versus residual income versus linear income. Typically you work an hour, you get paid an hour. You work 8 hours, you get paid 8 hours. If something happens and you have to, or let's say you get sick or a family member sick and you have to take off for a few days, you might not get paid for that time. Where, excuse me, with the residual setup, as you build it and you continue to push it, it will start to take form, a life of its own. And you'll notice that all of a sudden a day goes by and you're like, well, I wasn't able to work my business today, but you made money. Somebody else did something, right? So, and we'll get into how that works as we get into the pay plan. I skipped the slide. So, why would you want to be involved with the supplement grid? Now, we've all heard of affiliate marketing. I'm assuming 99.9% of the people out there are starting to hear that term. Here's why. Your big stores, all of your big retailers are starting to push this affiliate marketing setup. Here's why. They've identified that the day of the home-based business is coming. They're watching this trend. They see people sitting at home trying to figure out a way to make money. So they're saying, okay, let's take Target, for example. So Target would rather take an individual, let them sign up to become an affiliate, see something they want to sell. Let's say it's a set of towels. I'll just use that as an example. So they go, oh, these towels are great. They go on their Facebook. They post a link to the towels. One of their Facebook friends sees the link to the towels. They click it. They go over to Target. They buy the towels. That person's work is done. Target takes over, sends them the towels, and they're going to pay that person a percentage of that product based on the profit margin of that product. It might be a 2%, it might be an 8%, it might be a 6%. There's some different ranges there. So here's what happens. Target didn't have to spend advertising dollars to drive that traffic to the store. The affiliate did it, and they earned a piece of the pie, right? Now, that's all well and good, but here's the kicker. You only get paid on your sales. If you're not selling, you're not making any money. So that's the downside of affiliate marketing. Okay, you're always having to churn and get those sales. Now, thinking about a home-based business versus a traditional business, I want to go back to that for a second. If you've got a home-based business and a typical business, and you're working both, right? A traditional business has overhead and profit. So as your overhead goes up, or as your profit goes up, your overhead has to follow it. As you're growing, you're having to buy more stuff to make it happen. If your profit drops, well, your overhead doesn't. You've already got your overhead up here. So that's another problem with a typical business. I'm not trying to talk people out of working a typical business, but that's the downside, right? So with a home-based business, or especially the supplement grid, as your profit increases, and we'll get into that talking about your affiliate marketing, as your profit increases, your overhead doesn't have to increase. All right? And that's the point I wanted to make with affiliate marketing. As an affiliate for other companies, your income is totally dependent on you making sales for that company, driving traffic to their website. All right? Now, another good reason about the supplement grid is 8 out of 10 people take some sort of supplement. So if you just randomly grabbed a person and said, hey, what kind of product do you take? What kind of supplement do you take? They're probably going to name something, even if it's simple as a multivitamin or fish oil or something like that. It could be very, very basic, a very basic product. And they may be one of those people who just, when they walk, they see it in Walmart and they just grab it, or CVS or whatever the case may be, or they may order it from Amazon. But most people are spending money on supplements. So that's the niche that we're in, right? So as you start to decide that you want to do this business, and you go, you know what, this looks interesting, I want to learn more, I'm going to join. Now when you do that, you are going to have access to your own store. Just like if you became an affiliate for a big retailer, you would have access to their website. Here you're having access to a website that you can market products. So we'll take a look at that. So let's pretend, for conversation's sake, you have you've decided I'm in, I want to work this business. I see something here. I see potential, and you join. This is what your store is going to look like. Okay? So you go here and you would say shop all. I'm just going to show you some of the products. We just added a cleanse and detox ebook. It's for free, basically. Anybody can go and buy it. But so this is what your store would look like. So I'll give you a quick scenario on how your business would start to build. So you are, let's take the Defense Grid product here, for example. You're at work one day, and a coworker says, "Man, I don't know what it is, but I'm sick every month. I feel like I'm getting sick," and that's your cue. That person has a strained immune system, right? So you say, "Well, I've got something you might want to take a look at. I have a supplement store. I have access to a lot of products. I'm going to send you a link to a product called the Defense Grid. It's an incredible product for immune support. You need it." You send them the link. It's your store link. They click that link. They go over to this page. They're on your store, just like if they did with Target or Walmart or anywhere else. They go to this product page and they read about it and they say, "All right, okay, I look at these ingredients." They look up some and they see, "Wow, this is a really good product for the money." And they buy it. So what's going to happen is they click the link, order comes into they purchase it, order comes into the company, your work is done, company takes over, ships the product out, and at the end of the month, you get paid for the sale of this single product. How much do you get paid? See right here on the page, it says Grid Builders 6%. So you're going to earn 6% of $50 when this product sells from your store. Just very basic affiliate setup, right? Now, let's build on that some. You have all of these products that you have access to, and people can go, and we're always adding products, always adding brands. So my vision in 2023 is going to have just tons of products here to give a variety. So when you send the customer here, they've got a bunch of stuff they can buy. You've got a bunch of stuff you can buy as an actual partner. You just go in and buy whatever you want, right? So that's the basic fundamental building block of your entire business. Now, you've got three ways you can earn money. You can send customers to your store to buy products, just like we just talked about. You can find partners or other affiliates and get paid from their sales when they get their own store. Or you can do a combination of both. I always say do a combination of both. You want to have yourself a few customers, you want to build the side with the affiliates. Now here's the thing about your affiliate, the process of finding new affiliates. Let's say you're out and about, you're talking to someone, or it might even be one of your customers, and they go, how did you make money? Did you make money when I bought that product? And you say, yeah, when you bought that product, I made 6% or 8% or 10%, whatever you want to share with them. And they say, well, how does that work? And you say, well, here, I'm going to send you a video. And that person watches the video and says, I want to do that. And they join. Okay? So here you are, and here they are. They are attached to you. Here's what's interesting about their product purchases and their product sales. If somebody goes to their store and makes a purchase, you are going to make the same exact money as if a customer went to your store. So you, in essence, just opened up another location. Does that make sense? Now there are two stores out there selling products. You make the same math across the board no matter what product sells from that new store, from that new location. How much did that new store or new location cost you? Nothing. You just told them. So here's where I'm talking about the profits going up, but your overhead's not. Okay? You got some time, you got some sweat equity into that. It's a conversation that you had. Now we have a bunch of different systems to do this more at a rapid pace. But that's how the duplication of affiliates work. Same math for every single product from every single affiliate in your matrix. Okay, and we're going to take a look at that. What's interesting about the matrix is you can only personally have attached to you 5 individuals or 5 partners. What happens to person number 6? They go under someone, and now we're going to show you how that process builds out. And by the way, you can get tired of hearing me say this, but I'm going to say over and over and over, every product that sells in your matrix pays you as if you sold it yourself. I'll probably say it 10 more times before we're done, because I want that to sink in. That's true business. Making money while you're over here doing something here, you're making money on something you've set up over here. That's how wealth is created. Okay? But I'm gonna beat that into your head. Now, the screen that you see here will show you how the matrix grows. The scenario you see, you've got your sponsor, whoever introduced you to the business. You see them here. You see you, and you see the 5 people that I mentioned in the slide before. These 5 people are personally attached to you. I don't know how they got there. You may have found all 5, you may have found 1, and somebody above you found the other 4. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to start your business just like what you see on the screen here. You decide you want to try to find another affiliate or another partner. You send out some postcards or you talk to someone else, and they join. What you see on the screen here can't take place. That 6th person cannot be in your level 1. The system won't allow it. What happens is that new person goes down under somebody in your level 1. That's called spillover. Now let's take a look in detail on what just happened. You did some work. You brought a new person to the team. That person fell under someone in your level 1. Remember, every person in your matrix is going to pay you as if you sold it yourself. So every product that this new person that you see in level 2, every product they sell, every product they buy, is going to pay you whatever percentage payout that product. If it's 10%, you'll make 10%. If it's 8%, you'll make 8%. But guess who else is going to make it? The person in level 1 that they fell under. Same math, 100%, they had nothing to do with it. That's what we call spillover. Now, I want to get this out of the way and go ahead and squash this before we get started. Spillover will not build your business. If you're here and you join this or thinking about joining this company because somebody told you that, oh, you don't have to do anything, just get in and spillover will build your business, don't join. Okay? I don't want you mad at me because that's not how it's going to happen. It never happens like that. Anytime somebody tells you that in any company across the board, I don't care what company it is, it does not happen like that. If that was the case, they wouldn't need you to join. Right? They wouldn't need you to join because people would just be joining because you would make all this money from spillover. So I just want to get that out of the way. You know, that's one thing that I don't want to push, but it will help. Think about the help that person just got when the new person fell under them. Right? Every product's going to pay them. Now, let's take a look at another scenario. Your sponsor finds a new person. They can't go there. What you see on the screen can't exist. The system, again, is going to look for the next available spot. Just so happens it's the next spot underneath that guy in level 1. So now he just got a person from your sponsor who all is going to get paid on this new person. Person in level 1, you, and your sponsor. Same math. Every product that sells in that person's store is going to pay you as if you sold it. Every time a little blue person drops up on the screen, that is a new location. It's like a new building just got built with all these products that people come in and buy. And you're going to get paid on it. How much did it cost you? 0. Your overhead's 0 still. Okay? For acquiring these new partners. Now, as your business grows, this is what it starts to look like. Is it going to grow perfectly? No. You're going to have one team that just is full of go-getters, and they're going to grow faster than the other teams. All right? But this is the scenario that could happen in your matrix. You can have 5 in level 1, 25 in level 2, 125 in level 3, 625 in level 4, and 3125 in level 5. That's 3,905 partners in a matrix. Every single partner has a store. Every single store has products. Every product that sells pays you as if the customer came to your store. 100%, same math across the board. Okay, that's what makes this thing so powerful. Now, You see how the matrix grows. Now let's take a look at how the money changes hands. Everybody's always curious. How's everybody making the same money? This is how. Let me show you. See down in level 5, you have the focus formula. That person in level 5, they're talking to a friend. The friend says, man, I can't focus. I'm just in a fog. He says, I got a product you can buy. The person goes and buys the product. That product, particularly the focus formula, sells for $29.99. It has an 8% commission. 8% of $30 is $2.40. When that customer came to your store and bought that product, you're going to make $2.40. Now, I understand that's not a ton of money, right? But the person down in your level 5, you didn't sell it. The person level 5 sold it in your team. 8% of $30 is $2.40. Look who all makes $2.40. The seller and the 5 people above him. Everybody you see with the little yellow block around them made the same math, $2.40. I know $2.40 isn't a lot, but if you just walked in and saw $2.40 sitting on the table and you didn't do anything for it, you'd be like, well, that's pretty neat. How'd I get $2.40? That's literally how this works. Okay? You're going to wake up one morning, you're going to have an email that says somebody in your team sold a product. You make the same money as if you sold it. So how did we split that? Out of that $30, we can afford to give out $14.40, basically half of that product. Not all products are like that, but this product is. $14.40 split 6 ways is $2.40. What percent of $30 is $2.40? 8%. So that's how we calculated the percent payout. Every product plays by the same rules. Some are 2%, some are 12%. If it's a 2% product, that means our profit margin is very, very low. It may be another brand that we're buying wholesale and selling retail on the website, so our cost is higher. It may be a liquid or a protein. Proteins are very expensive to make. So our percentages are going to range anywhere from 2% to 12%. 6, 8, 10% is the average of the products. Somewhere in that bracket is usually where it's going to fall. We have a couple of 12% products, which you duplicate that through your business, you'll make some money quickly. Now, let's take a look at another product. Liquid Daily sells in level 4. Same thing. So $60 product has a 6% payout, equal split. Everybody you see there in yellow is going to make 6% of $60. Even your sponsor. If you notice there, your sponsor's lit up. Why? Because your level 4 is his level 5. So you can see how that works. The system's looking to pay the seller and the 5 people above. Okay? Here's a little bit of math. Let's say your matrix grows and everybody in the matrix only does one thing. They buy the liquid vitamin for themselves. That's it. They don't sell any products. Their spouse doesn't buy any products. Their son doesn't buy any products. They don't have any customers. They just love the liquid vitamin and they're buying it for themselves. If in level 1 you're making $17.95. Level 2, $107.70. Level 3, $556. Level 4, $2,800. Level 5, $14,000 a month. That's one product at a 6% payout if everybody only bought that product. This is not going to happen. Why? Because most people are buying multiple products. Most people have a spouse. They're buying a liquid vitamin and their spouse is buying the superfood or the defense grid. Or they've got 5 customers. So just because you have one partner doesn't mean that's only one product moving. They've got multiple products moving through their store. This is just a scenario just to kind of give you an idea on a hypothetical what could happen as your matrix starts to grow. What's neat about this? The bottle runs out. That's the next month. So let's say you're making $107, but it hits again next month. That might be your power bill. Hits again next month. You might can pay a credit card off. And that's all it ever does. It was worth doing this just to get the $100 a month, right? Plus you're getting some write-offs in the process. This is a no-brainer, guys. So, We've kind of talked about this slide. 2 to 12% is your range of payouts. All products flow through the matrix identically. Imagine having hundreds or even thousands of partners moving products and all of those products flowing up. What's your investment? What's your requirement? That's what everybody wants to know. What's it going to cost to get in? I hear that all the time. So, you're going to buy one product. That's it. Not a bundle, not $400 worth, not 700 BV, none of that. You're going to fill out the enrollment form. You're going to go over to your store. You're going to pick one product, and you're going to subscribe to it. That's it. You just kicked off a business that will give you what I just showed you. It can be a $25 product for all I care. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want, you buy it. The product's going to ship out. It'll have 250 postcards and 250 leads that'll come with it. Buy your postage, send those out. That kind of helps get your business kicked off. We have some systems put in place, and first quarter of this upcoming year, we're really going to have some good systems to help somebody grow this business. Some online systems, better postcard systems, lead capture and landing page systems, for the people that don't know how to do that, right? So all of that stuff's coming. That's what it's going to cost you to get started. Now, what's it going to take for you to get your commission every month? That one product needs to be successful. And you could even change that product. It doesn't have to be the product you started with. But every month you need to have a product that you buy through your store. And I don't care if you're making $10,000 a month, you get paid. One product. That's it. Your team doesn't have to do a certain thing. This guy in level 1 doesn't have to do a certain thing. These legs don't need to match. None of that exists here. You buy one product, you get paid. That's it. Guys, come on. You're buying the product anyway. You're grabbing a multivitamin from CVS anyway. You're buying a pre-workout anyway. You're buying protein anyway. You're basically taking those dollars and funneling it to a different spot, and you've got the potential to build a business that will pay you, even if it just paid you a few $100s a month. It's worth doing, right? I'm going to do this very quickly. Here's some reasons why I did what I did. Going back and looking at the companies that I had been involved in the past, the high startup cost was always a deterrent. I would show somebody the business, whatever business it was, and they said, okay, I'm interested. What does it cost? $500. I don't have $500. Remember, I just told you a few slides back, the average person doesn't have enough money to fix their car if it breaks down. Now I'm asking him to give me $500. They won't do it. The odds are, right? So that was a deterrent right off Jump Street. They didn't want to do it. If they did, they pay the $500, they get in. Takes a week and a half to get their products. Another week, they're trying to figure out what to do. Another week rolls around, week and a half, they're getting hit again with an auto ship of $200 or $300. They barely opened their box from the first order. And they're going, what just happened? They've not made a dime, and they got $800 or $900 into this thing. What are they going to do? They're going to quit. Odds are, a lot of them do. It takes a visionary to keep moving in that scenario, right? The next thing was difficult to find people. You know, we're hitting our friends and our family, our coworkers, our people at church, and we're asking them to give us $500, and most people aren't going to do it. So we had to figure out systems to make it easier to find people. Plus, we're only asking them to purchase one product. That's it. So it's a big difference there, guys. Another big thing that would cause a leg or a team to fall apart or make somebody kind of get aggravated down the road is needing team requirements to make their commission. So think about it. You're growing a team. You've got sales going on. Products are moving. Companies making money. You do what you're supposed to do, but this guy down in level 2 doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Guess who doesn't make their money? You. How's that right? You help this, you move products through this team, and now I don't make my money because this guy down in level 2 didn't do what he's supposed to do? That'll make somebody quit in a heartbeat. You know why? I did it. It happened to me. If those of you that are in the industry, it's probably happened to you before. your legs didn't match, or whatever the case may be, and you didn't make your commission. I'm going to share this with you real quick. Most pay plans from a network marketing company is built on hypotheticals. If the company grew exactly like it was supposed to, and everybody did exactly what they were supposed to, the company could not afford to pay all the commissions that needs to be paid. The pay plan is built on a hypothetical. They know that people are going to sell products and never earn a dime from it because all the planets didn't align downstream. That's how they're paying commissions. Ours is based on true math. Product sales, whatever can be paid is split and paid, and we're off to the next sale. We're safe that way. You never wake up one morning and a company change your comp plan on you. You don't make 10% anymore, you make 2%. Okay? That'll never happen here. Confusing compensation plans. That was another big one. Pages of PDFs. And you're just going, and then you do this. And then when this happens, and then you do this. And then you get this bonus. That doesn't exist here. Product sales, it pays 6 people. We're off to the next sale. That's it, guys. Even split, profit split, straight across the board. Another big one was, as your team grew, you made less money as people were removed from you. So somebody down here in level 4 sells a product. You make 0.5%. Or somebody in level 1 sells a product and you make 10%. Who are you more inclined to help when they call you? Your 10%ers. So you're helping your guys up top. Somebody in level 3 calls you and needs help. Somebody else can deal with him. I'm only making 0.5% when that product sells. That doesn't exist here. Level 3 guy pays you just like your level 1 guy. Level 3 guy pays you just like you pay you. So are you going to help him? He's a mirrored image of you. He may even be more than a mirrored image. He may be better than you are at this. He may grow a faster team, sell more products. He may be more valuable to you than you are to you. So you're going to call him. Okay? Another one, bonus structures that never got hit. This always bugged me. You can make $10,000 if the planets align. When are the planets going to align? I don't know. It's a lot to make it happen. So what do? We keep going for this bonus and we never get it. We might get it one day, but most of the time we won't. We don't have a bonus structure. Product sales, it pays all it can pay in real time right then, and we're off to the next sale. There's no hypotheticals, carrot way out here dangling in front of you that you might hit. Some people view that as a negative. This will aggravate you. Work something for 2 years to try to get a bonus and never hit it. That's way more aggravating than just not having a bonus. I promise you. You know how I know? Because I did it. Ask me how I know. All right? And a lot of us on the call probably did it too. Now let's breeze through the sign-up process, and then we'll take some questions. So I didn't want to do that. My mouse is having he's having a bad night. All right. So what you're looking at here is the corporate landing page where everybody lands when they go to join. Okay. You may have seen other stuff before you got to this. Whoever got you interested maybe had another landing page or a lead capture page, or they may have sent you an email or whatever. But you end up on this page, and you are going to watch a couple of videos, and you're going to get down to your enrollment form. So, first and last name, you're going to name your site. Your grid builder name is what you want to name your store. Let's say you want to name it Live Well. So it would be thesupplementgrid.com #LiveWell. That would be your store URL. And you're going to fill out your username. That is your email. Password, whatever you want it to be. And then the ID of your sponsor. Odds are there's going to be a number already here. Because however you got to this page, the person probably used their sign-up link, which puts their ID number here. If you get to this page and there is no ID number here, but let's say you got a postcard. On that postcard's an ID number. put that ID number here. You want to be attached to the person that is working. I hear this all the time. Well, I want to be up top somewhere. No, you don't. You want to be under the person that sent you that postcard because they are working. Because when they get spillover, if spillover happens, it may fall under you. You don't want to be under somebody that's not working. So this is important. Make sure you put your ID there. You're going to put your address and everything. You're going to agree to terms and conditions. Click that and read through it. It's a lot, but read through it and sign up. So right now you go to this page. Once you sign up and you get an email, the email is a duplicate of this page. It says the same exact thing. All right. Basically, what this page says is, click this button, log into your dashboard. Your information may auto-populate. The information you just filled out the form with is this information, your email and your password. You're logging into your back office or your dashboard for the first time. You click log in. And there are several buttons here you want to pay attention to, but for right now, for time's sake, we're just going to go New Grid Builder Complete Enrollment. Click that. And now you're over on your store for the first time. You just used your link to get over to your store. And you're going to pick a product. Let's say it's the Mega Vitamin. You're going to click there. That's a 10% product, $25. You're agreeing to get it every 30 days. You add it to your cart. And you proceed to checkout. Notice it's got your product in the cart for $24.99. You've got 250 postcards and leads for $0. Your shipping has not been calculated yet. That is calculated on the next page. That's going to depend on where you live. You want to fill out all this information on the left. Make sure the email that you use here, so what you're doing now is you're creating your store account, your customer account. Excuse me. The email you use here needs to be the same email. Make sure it's the same email that you used when you enrolled. You're going to fill all of this out. You're going to continue. You're going to put your debit card information in, and you're going to check out. That's it. You just joined. Enrollment form, dashboard, click the button, complete enrollment, go to your store, pick your product, and check out. That's it. It's that simple. Here's the thing. Make sure you get a product that you're going to take every month. Go through it. Take some time and go through. See if you're already taking supplements, see what we have that's similar to what you have. If you need help with that, if you have a product question, if you send an email to support and it's a product question, if they can't answer it for you, it goes to me and I'll answer. All right, if you need help with this process, just let us know. And that's it. You're in the business. You're ready to go. Check out of all of this. You don't need it anymore. How do you get paid? Second Friday of every month, you get an email that says you've got money from the supplement grid. The first time you ever get that email, you're going to click the link. You're going to set up your PayQuicker account. 3 ways you can get your money from PayQuicker. You can transfer it to your bank. You can use a virtual debit card, or you can order a debit card that you use just regular shopping. I'm going to brag a little bit for a second. The debit card you get is going to be a supplement grid debit card. It's going to have our logo, our name, stacked side by side the Visa logo. That's not an easy thing to get. There are some private label cards you can get. They're not like this card. This shows that we've got a backbone. All right, this is not an easy thing to do. And I just like to point that out because, like I said before, it's a real company, okay? But that's how you get paid. And I'm going to go over this slide real quick, okay? You won't find this in another company, but I want to show it to you. You join. You send out some postcards, or you talk to some people. And you sponsor somebody who's like Michael Choma. He's your first person. And you say, you know what? I'm not doing this business. I'm just going to order my product every month and let my one guy go to work. Michael Choma does not need help. He knows he's been doing this for decades. He is building this business like a crazy man, right? He goes to work. He's in your level 1, and you sponsor no one else. And he fills his matrix. If everybody in his matrix buys the $25 product, that's almost a $2,000 payday for you every single month. And all you did was find one person. Nothing needs to match. Nothing else needs to happen downstream. You just need to make sure your product purchase goes through, and you're going to get paid on his entire team. If everybody bought the liquid vitamin, that's a $2,800 payment. I show that because you won't see this scenario in another company that operates in this industry. Too many restrictions. It's all built on hypotheticals, remember? Not true math. Something else has to happen. We got a power leg that's filling up. Make sure this power, you got hundreds of people that are going to be stacked under you. But when do those people fall in my matrix? Probably never. You're going to hear all these different things. They're sales pitches. I'm not a hype guy. Product moves, we pay everybody. It's as simple as it gets. All right? So, I know I sounded like I was a little edgy right there, but, I'm not talking bad about any other company. I'm just stating facts. Because I get to talk to people all day, every day who are in other companies. And they tell me their horror stories. I've lived the horror stories. And I hear people telling me this all the time. I joined this company because they said XYZ was going to happen. I've never seen it happen. They said that I was going to, they were going to put people under me. I've not seen them yet. All I had to do was do this, but I got to do 7 more things. I hear them every single day. And once you've spent the money and you're in there and you find the company a couple of customers, if you drop out, guess what the customers are doing? They're still buying products. You're just out of the way now. They don't have to pay you, but they acquired a customer. A lot of these products are good. So you get the customer to them, they're selling to the customer, then you fall out, you're gone, but they still have customers. Okay? So that's the stain that we've got. That's the black eye that we've got in our industry. That's what I'm trying to fix. I'm trying to give us some ammo to really, truly build a business that is not like any other business you've ever done. Okay? This is what your postcards are going to look like. When you get them, you just got to get your domain on there and get your ID and get your postage. So if you have any questions, here's our phone number, 803-832-2532. You can email us at info@thesupplementgrid.com. If you need help signing up, or if you have any questions, just do that. And one more, I want to say this, and then we'll take questions. Guys, we're looking for visionaries. We're looking for people that see what we see. We're looking for people who will be consistent and understand that anything worth building takes time. Nothing that grows fast is stable. Nothing. If something grows you can go to Scripture and look that up. If something grows very rapidly and it doesn't have a root system, what happens whenever the wind blows or a quick rain comes? It's gone. We're looking for people who understand that a true business takes time, it takes patience, it takes consistency. All right, and we're here to help you do that. And it's not a headhunting business. You're not getting paid just to find people. Products need to move. However that happens, when products move, that's how we make our money. So with that, I will open the floor to questions. If you have a question, just unmute yourself and ask away. I'll do the best to answer in real time, and then we'll close up. Nobody has a question.
Hey, Jamie.
What's up?
How long does a new member have to complete enrollment?
3 days. Thank you, Jose. I don't know why I always forget that. So I'll give you a scenario. You fill out the enrollment form, and then you don't go purchase your product. You're allowed access to your back office for 3 days. After you filled out that enrollment form, you got 3 days to get to your back office and go to your store and make that purchase. Here's why. Here's why this is important. As soon as you filled out that enrollment form, you took a spot in somebody's matrix. You took a spot in multiple people's matrix. You may be stopping another person from getting there, and you're just sitting there wasting time. Okay? You got 3 days. Once that happens, you get logged out of the back office, and then if you want to go move forward, you just send us an email. But After a few days, you're just deleted from the system. Okay. Thanks, Jose. I appreciate you reminding me of that.
Yeah, cool.
Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, JB, what if somebody's in my company and they buy a product from me, then later on they forget who I am, but they buy a product through the company again? Who gets that money?
So that's a good question. What happens is once you have a person go to your store and they use your link, they go and they purchase a product, the system has what's called a lifetime relationship with that customer. So let's say 3 months pass and the person goes to buy another product or a month now, whatever, and they're like, what's that guy's link? Where's his card, or whatever the case may be? They can't find your text, and they say, well, I'm just going to go straight to the company and buy. They go to the supplement grid and they purchase a product. The system's going to recognize that customer as your customer, and you'll get that sale. So that's a really good that's a good point. Not only you get that sale, but the 5 people above you get paid too. So, but that's a crucial part of the setup.
Hey, Jamie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is John Kennedy. I have a comment,
Hey, John.
and I have a question. Hey, how are you?
Doing good.
Okay. My question is, well, actually, my comment first is, I just wanted to reasons why people quit, get fed up with these other companies. Well, one of mine, as you didn't mention is sign-up fees. And one thing is unless there's, again, sign-up fees, but I sign up with so many companies that they use the excuse to charge you a sign-up fee, and they send you a whole bunch of material that they probably cost them a couple of dollars to print out. They charge you like $40, $50 for a sign-up fee. A lot of the stuff I never read, and plus, 99% of the stuff they send you, you can get online.
Right. That's a good point. And that goes to what I was talking about earlier with the not only would you pay for a bundle or a set of products, you would also have whatever their setup fee is. That's a good point.
Okay,
hey guys,
and
go ahead.
And my question is, how does the company afford? I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm not complaining about it, but how does the company afford to give 250 free leads and postcards to everybody that signs up?
We're just eating it. I'm just paying for it. That's a simple answer. We're just that's a part of our marketing budget that we've decided. So you got to think. So let me share something. So you got to think about it from our standpoint. And people say, Jamie, you're too transparent. So what? If I'm too transparent, I'm too transparent. At least you know who you're dealing with and you know where you stand, right? We're not doing stuff that I'm not sharing. So think about pre-supplement grid. Remember, we've been selling supplements for a long time. So I would take tens of thousands of dollars and give it to Facebook and say, I hope these Facebook ads work. This is pre-sale of a product. That's my advertising budget. So if I'm giving them tens of thousands of dollars to try to sell a product, let's say that campaign doesn't work. Well, I just wasted that money trying to sell a product. So let's circle back to how we do it now. Let's say I don't give Facebook those tens of thousands of dollars. Well, there's our commissions to pay everybody. We're taking that money from our advertising budget. We're giving it to the distributors who are paying to the grid builders. We're also now can take that money and buy postcards and buy leads and do things of that nature. So as long as it makes sense to us and we see people getting fruit from those postcards, that's part of our advertising budget, is to give that away. Now, I could not give the postcards, buy postcards for ourselves, or create some other marketing budget and spend it that way. We chose to take part of our marketing budget and give it in the form of postcards because now people they're learning the process. So they're getting those, and I've talked to some people who say I didn't even send them out. So that kind of made me go, well, should we keep doing this? But so many people are sending those out, and we have people join because they got somebody's free postcard. So as long as it's making sense for us, we'll continue to do that because it helps the new person kind of not have to go and kind of what you just said. They buy a product, and now they're like, oh, now I got to go buy more stuff. They got to buy postcards. They got to buy leads. Now you do have to get your postage. I can't afford to send everybody postage, but if that kind of helps, it's marketing basically.
Right. That makes sense.
Jamie, what I'm doing with my people that sign up, I'm helping them get their 5 people